Let's talk about Kris and Nas. Now, I went through something on my channel explaining that Nas is hip hop that you're actually practicing. What Nas did was add style and flavor to hip hop. In order for you to slightly differ, you won't just be rhyming. So Kris works like this. I say something threatening, like, "I'll stomp on your foot," and he says, "My feet are about to move." And what I did was I went over, how I, kinda have Asperger's on my channel. Why he crumbles it with common sense, but what a scientist does is that he double implies that he crumbles it in order to redirect it in order to get things they want, so I don't slightly differ from mom. I'm like, fuck that, get the fuck out of here, literally. So what I went over, through this year was the difference between 50 Cent and Ja Rule. And what 50 Cent is he's a former Nas. Nobody likes Ja Rule, because what is Ja Rule? He's super strong, super tough, but he's a straight. And hip-hop become a fruit, literally, even though literally their builds are the exact opposite. What ends up happening is they prefer 50 because not only is his build more agile, he gets more respect from others. So I can't talk about me literally on my channel for this video. But one thing I'm gonna say is that Kris practiced rap like Nas constantly. On top of playing sports, on top of playing basketball, and people were wondering why he beat me at times too, why he's more agile in A and B's, is because of basketball gives him the idea and motivation to go in and out of the A and B, unlike, the little brother, the kid playing off the establishment. What ended up happening to this country is literally they went through a Lisa phase where they want, hide behind him, and I explained that he's a part of a dartboard. This gonna follow along, it's not gonna slightly defer to your shit, but this is the strength of him is actual prime. Because the way of different from other brands is that he deferred from the pre-thing because he knows the pre-thing comes from a crazy person. So he had the demeanor, like, example. He pulled Shay in a car, a normal brother artist like the stupid. He didn't go all into people like Shay, like Lily fucking having multiple girls, multiple cars. But he was saying, you all know why? He went to the and he stopped the Lily before he turned into people like Country and other people. That's the pre-thing that has to attention, which became, being the future. This is what is against the whole family, against the pew stock, prisoner Lily mentality that I want people to be all over me about knowing me, and he knows that, about people. That's the reason why he gets in that shit, because he knows for meaning of playing basketball that they're only, skin deep and see-through, but they provide the hype for a moment. That means like you say what's up to me, I say what's up to you, it's cool, but we're not all, skin deep like family. So in doing so on the channel, he became an interesting character by, watching Abby like slam dunk, Princeton and Kurko's no basket. You see how that was undeniably sexy? People want to deny Kris today. I'm like, Kris is totally different to when he was in his prime, because the current day, literally, they say our situation is similar to why he's getting away from way more street roast, an actual job at getting along with people on paper, literally. And so, what they do today, literally, is that they say, oh, he only has work to feed and this is that, because he has debt, and he also has, other things like, sex, or it's only made to fool them. Literally, if you have the same tools, you do the right thing with them. And so I'm here to call out bullshit. The reason why I'm calling out his prime is that's the reason why he's saying he didn't go into different things like, the being in country. Literally, he remained within, common sense when it comes to thinking, like, I'm not letting you, escape mom. I'm not letting you go outside mom. I want this princely literally people want you to escape the view of mom. This is this house. You all know me, the currently watching today. I go back in time, literally. I punch her, literally. I tell Kris blood. I blow myself up in front of Auntie Lisa because you don't want to, get through your head that you're double implying for gang. Literally. I go back in time again, literally, when they lecture him about him complaining about pussy, like, he's not a butt, shut up. So the current threatening me today, literally, is put in a situation, so let me go into, literally, Kris and Nas, where he was writing on a notepad. He was way more deep than me, he was way more Ja Rule than me, he was everything more hip-hop than me. But I had to drive, and literally, he said, what's the whole point of having to drive without practicing? He did do that. He knew that, playing sports was, the core, of most of my problems. And the reason why I'm saying that, Lily, is because he's nice, right, Lily? Because what people want to do is they want to rely on Lily, and they want to go outside, you're wrong. When you're in the hood, Kris plays off the rule of boxing. He plays off the actual rule, Lily, when you're using convalescence. That's why, Lily, he can call out what's elementary about you, Lily, when you're stuck in your feelings. So if you want to do what your little platinum and shit, just know that you're avoiding common sense, and just know that Kris is in a single file line doing the right thing on paper. I'm telling you, Kris is like, the star is the light, oh, so bright. And everybody is like that, but what made him different was he stopped doing the pre-thing while he was the head leader, so he get comes in when everybody else had this crazy, mob boss in their head. Literally, he kept down the planet Earth, and let me tell you, that's more saying what you're doing, so people will scold him, saying that he can't be like people like Uncle Tommy, because, if you don't do the pre-thing, you can't get a wife, you can't get, kids, this and that. But when you're trying to fool somebody literally out of bounds, what I use them for in the hood is I use them to explain something, like that's why I wasn't gonna ARL. Literally because I didn't listen to Nas, I didn't listen to the main thing that was nasty, which was the Henry, the Demetriuses. I'm saying Kris knew how to fight on paper, this and that. So what that means is that you're not influenced by mainstream media. That means you gotta be more down to earth than the next person looking at Ugly Betty. So think about it, what does it mean? Really, it all started really when my freshman year happened. That was Kris in his prime where he continued. Because when he started selling weed, he had some of the best weed on the block. Therefore, when Kris knows what he's talking about, it doesn't linger on, all the way to sophomore year. We'll watch, the war best, one piece of shit. He's making excuses, talking to her imaginary friends. And Eric's is having a star. Kris is telling him to be down to earth. Really, I'm telling you, freshman year, Lily. In junior high is where it's more effective, Lily, but Kris doesn't give a fuck about shit, Lily, so he knows how to fight on paper, he knows how to slightly defer on paper, he knows how to do every fucking thing, but he'll never be obsessed with every thing. So what happens, Lily, if you try to fool somebody like me, Lily, Lisa, Lily, he's always in the middle, Lily explaining something right. Lily, this is the me and Kris B, y'all know this doesn't sound that fucking threatening, but this is just a summary, alright? Lily, so, I did, play, basketball anime in the future, Lily, in another video that's coming up for this channel. I don't know if it's gonna be a same profile pic, it's gonna be my, basketball anime, icon versus his slam dunk anime, Rukara. Alright, Lily, that's coming up for the next video. So please understand that this is Kris and Nas in the next video.